everybody. Welcome back. My name's Lee Wilson, and this is For the Gamers. With me this week, as always, I have experienced game director, all-around knowledgeable guy, Brandon Harris.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Brandon, so great to have you again. I'm really excited for what we have for all the gamers out there today.
I agree. I think a lot of gamers can be really enriched by what we have to say.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we and like me with my young journalistic integrity and spirit, and you with your knowledge,
like extensive, game design stuff. That's like the real beating heart of the games industries.
Yeah,
of just like that's just raw beating development, just like thrusting power.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Brandon. All right, so this is our first episode. We'll be working out the kinks and stuff. But I think let's just start off right off the bat with talking about what we've been playing the past couple weeks. It's been a while. Lately, I've been playing a little Steam game. It's early access right now, but it's like one of the good ones. You know what I'm saying? It's called Big Jump Boy.
Oh yeah, I'd heard about that. I heard some positive buzz about that.
Yeah, it's this really interesting game. Like you're just like a character. It's like a 2D, and you jump from the left side kind of to the right side, and you get to the end of the level.
Right.
And one other thing that I thought was kind of cool is that you have a gun.
Oh, see, this is what we need, like fresh new ideas.
Right. And like, you're the boy, you're saving the girl who
right.
got kidnapped because, she didn't have a gun.
Right.
And you just have to go through every level, kill everybody, and save the girl.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I've been having a lot of fun with it so far.
So how, like, what difficulty were we talking about? Because, I know last time we were talking a little bit about, like, real games. What makes a real game? And I think, part of what's got to make a real game is that difficulty. You got to get that diff.
Yeah. I think it's in early access, so there's still some tweaking. There's a lot of killing happening, but I have died several times.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's...
Yeah, you got to learn.
That's what makes the game fun.
That's what makes a game fun.
Dying a lot.
Is dying a lot and having it be really hard. Like Dark Souls. Like, it has to be the Dark Souls of...
Yeah, I would say this is really like the Dark Souls of platforming.
Yeah.
Platforming games.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but it sounds like
right,
it.
But you're good at kind of
But
just
like I get like a sense for it.
Right, exactly. I don't have too much more to say. I've been enjoying my time. I think there's a lot going for this game, and I think the game has a really exciting future. Yeah, unless you have anything else to say, let's...
Yeah. I've been playing a little game called Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm on my PlayStation 4.
Okay, so the new one, the Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, the new one.
Right. Okay, tell me all about it. I'm really excited about this.
Well, I would like to establish that I think, first off, I would designate this the Dark Souls of Resident Evil games. I think a lot of that actually comes down to just how, like, how dark it is. Mm-hmm. I know Dark Souls doesn't have guns, but like this game, oh man, this game fucking has guns, man. So you go around and you're like, so you have a gun, right?
Right.
And there are zombies and there are ghosts and shit. And you go into this house, right? Mm-hmm. And you just shoot them all up, and like they're really hard, right? Because they follow you around all the corners and all the doors and the corridors, and like this house is really well made, but like I don't know. I'm enjoying it so far, and I would call it the Dark Souls of Resident Evil, but I don't know if I think it's a good game.
Oh, really? What makes you say that?
I don't know. I think one of the things that's really holding it back is like the gun feel. I think is a little bit off. Like when I fire, it's like, and I kind of want like a boom. You know what I mean?
That's kind
it's
of
like,
a big difference.
You see the difference there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when I was coding the last gun, I really wanted to make sure it was like boom.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, it feels completely different.
It feels completely different, right? So the gun feels a little bit off. Again, I think this is just me as a gamer, but I think I just prefer to have the one protagonist.
Right.
I think having the one is really good.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to get some like forced diversity vibes from it, and I think
right.
And I think I just don't want like them like shoving their whatever into the game. It seems weird.
Like we can just have Leon. It's fine.
Like we can just have.
Like we don't have.
Yeah,
to
we can just have Leonard. I think it's fine.
Right.
And so I think that the rolling's okay. I kind of have a bit of an issue with it. I think mostly it's when you roll, I don't know. I don't think it's really fast enough. When he does the roll, he kind of like, he gets down and like has to do the whole roll. He kind of looks like my nephew when he tries to do his somersault, which is like, and my nephew fucking sucks at somersaults. I had to go do his like gym meet or whatever. And like, this kid sucks.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like when Leonard rolls, it's a lot like that, where he just kind of gets down on his hands and knees, and then he does like half like shoulder stand, and then he just falls over. Like, it feels like that. It feels that slow.
Right. And I think, yeah, kids are shitty at doing things, and that's not what I want for my video game protagonist.
Right, exactly. Like why would I want like kid stuff in my horror video game?
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't make any sense.
Wow, it's good to know about the crouching. I think I probably won't buy this game.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I would buy it for $20.
Yeah,
but I think that's it.
Sure.
Also, it wasn't that scary.
Yeah. Like I think as a gamer, I think I have like a higher tolerance.
Yeah, I think like once you play a game like Bloodborne and things like that, you know, things just can really pop around the corner and kill you. I think that it just changes your perspective as to like what can really shake you.
Exactly.
You know? And I just don't think this game shakes me that much.
Yeah, I think there are certain games that have really fortified me.
Yeah,
It's kind of changed me in that way.
Yeah, for sure. And so I think that it's fine. You know, if people ask me how it is, I say it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's like a really sophisticated take.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's kind of what we've been playing recently, right?
Well, actually, I was watching my nephew play some Mario Galaxy. I guess it's like on the Wii or something.
Sure.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Like kind of like a kiddie kind of thing.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't like compare it to Dark Souls in any way.
Right. And that's kind of what makes the game good.
Yeah. Except for Dark Souls was okay.
Right. I totally get that.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think about moving on to the news?
I think the news is exciting and cool.
Yeah, I also agree with that. Okay, so let's start with our first story. This one happened pretty recently. Have you heard of the Metro video game series?
It's ringing a bell a little bit, but I'm really busy, so you might have to remind
of course,
me.
I totally understand that. Metro is like a post-apocalyptic, guns, Russia, creatures and stuff. Moving away from the Steam store. There were already pre-orders on Steam for this game. Those are apparently going to be respected. It was announced a week ago or so that The Division 2, a popular Ubisoft game, is also going to be exclusive to the Epic Games Store on PC.
Okay, so you said those pre-orders are going to be respected.
Yeah, the Metro Exodus, ones that already happened on Steam.
I mean, well, if they can already play the game on Steam, then even after they move off, that's not much of a power move, is it?
Yeah, they should have just like cut off everyone who pre-ordered their game. Probably.
Exactly. Like, if you're going to make a power move, make a power move. I think what really defines a power move is whether or not the person making the move is powerful.
Yeah, exactly. The creators of Metro Exodus, like...
They're not powerful. They're not being powerful by respecting those pre-orders. Like, that's the thing is, like, buyer beware.
Yeah.
Yeah, buyer beware.
Buyer beware.
Like, you need to pay attention to that shit when you're trying to... Wait, can we swear?
Just, like, quietly compared to, like, to the other words.
Okay. So... And then this other game, from Ubisoft.
Yeah. The Division 2.
The Division 2.
Sequel to The Division.
Yeah, sequel to The Division, my third favorite game.
Yes. This is well documented, of course.
Yeah, that game is fantastic, has lots of guns, has lots of, like, guns. Apocalypse.
Yeah, it is kind of, yeah.
Like, okay, so I talk about gun feel, but there's also shoot feel. And that's like when your bullets meet their target. Like a...
Okay.
Like a... It's like a... Oh, that feels good.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. So The Division has
like
good shoot feel. So I'm really looking forward to the second one.
Yeah, the second one should have a lot more of that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But so that's not on Steam anymore.
Not on Steam.
So where do I got to go to get it?
The Epic Games Store.
The Epic Game Store.
Yeah, the guys who made Fortnite,
Yeah.
Epic Game Store.
Oh, okay. You know that kids game?
Yeah,
You like bullshit like Minecraft?
yeah, everyone plays it,
And
so
Mario?
it's probably like not good.
Yeah. I've seen kids doing the dance from it, and that kind of makes me mad.
Yeah, it originated from that game, and that's bad.
So then why would you go to the Fortnite store to buy like a good game?
You'll have to ask Ubisoft. I don't have all the answers.
Could we call them?
We can try really hard. Do you want me to kind of look that up here?
Yeah, if you would, that'd be great.
Okay. Call Ubisoft. Well, 919-460. Ubisoft best 4 ways. All right, I can send you over the phone number if you want to call them.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That should be it.
Okay, it's ringing.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Brandon Harris, and I was actually hoping to ask why your game is now at the Fortnite store. Uh-huh. Yes, I do have something to say about that. I feel really disrespected as a serious
Oh, wow.
gamer.
Oh, wow.
Like, when you move it from Steam, like, that's like my home, you know? Like, that's where I
Oh,
sell my
wow.
games. That's where I buy my games. Like, what makes you think that you can move it to the Fortnite store?
Oh, wow.
You know what? I won't take this injustice. You'll see my post on Reddit. Goodbye.
Wow. Wow.
That's what you got to do.
That's a really powerful thing to do.
That's what you got to do.
I
You got to
think-
show them as gamers.
I think if Ubisoft gets a message like this from more people like Brandon Harris,
Yeah,
I think that's how we really make a change in the
That's
video
what
game
makes change.
industry.
absolutely.
That's how the gamers rise up.
I've not heard this term.
We'll come back to that one, actually. I think we have a user submission at the end of the episode. I think we can really delve into that.
Oh, all right.
Okay, but how about we move on to the next news item?
All
Does that
right.
sound all right?
Yeah.
All right. Bungie split with Activision recently. The guys who made Destiny, Dunzo. They're done with that.
No way, really.
No more Activision, as they say.
So Activision is done.
Activision is done
So
because
they-
Bungie is gone.
Okay, so Activision, they have dissolved as a company.
I'm not sure on that one, but like Bungie's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Bungie's gone.
Bungie's gone.
Bungie is dissolved as a company.
I'm not. I think Destiny is still going. I didn't like read the whole article, but Bungie gone from Activision.
They're gone.
They're gone.
I think this is a good thing.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why it's a good thing.
Yeah.
This is a good thing because Bungie needs to cut fucking loose, you know? Sorry, cut fucking loose.
Yeah.
Because when I was playing Destiny, I just didn't feel it. You know, I felt like there was literally like a bungee cord attached to my jetpack.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I really couldn't leave the ground. The game never left the ground. And they
Yeah.
got rid of Peter Dinklage.
They really did. Yeah. Nolan North, the fucking Uncharted guy.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, I do think he's a real gamer.
That's a fair point. He has a gaming channel now, I believe.
Well, I'll have to check that out. But I mean, the thing is that just like I really think this is a good thing because it's a good opportunity for Bungie to cut loose and for Activision to dissolve as a company. And I think that that leaves Blizzard open to have their game store and to have their their StarCraft tournaments. And I do think that I think that Overwatch is a good game. And I would like there to be more like real characters in that game.
Overwatch. You're a fan of that one?
Yeah, it's pretty good, but I feel like ever since Activision got involved, I feel like that their characters haven't been like real.
Right.
I think I just like they're like hamsters now,
Yeah, there are definitely hamsters.
and like there's like a second cowboy, but it's like a girl, and
Yeah.
it's I don't know. I just feel like you just need the one cowboy.
Yeah, no one says cowgirl.
Not really.
Yeah, it's cowboy.
It's cowboy.
It's cowboy.
And I don't know. I just feel like there's just a lot of like like forced diversity. And
Yeah, tell me, especially recently.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, but I guess if you want to get attention to the game rewards, now that's what you got to do.
So I actually did a little bit of my own investigative journalism on this one. I took it to the streets.
Nice, good job, good job.
Reading is kind of around where I live, and one quote I got from a local gamer is like, "Oh yeah, that game's pretty fun."
Okay. Yeah, I would. Which game?
I think this was in reference to Destiny.
Yeah, then he would be correct. I think that. Although one thing, I was really bummed when they took out Peter Dinklage.
Right. That was kind of a
and
big
that kind
blow.
of subtracted from my fun.
Yeah.
But I do think that it does have good gun feel.
Yeah.
I think the jetpack feel could be improved.
For sure. All right, next news story. This is a scoop from Jason Schreier over at Kotaku, a real games journalist.
At Kotaku?
Yeah, Kotaku.
Okay.
EA has canceled another Star Wars game.
Another Star Wars game?
Yeah, the open world one canceled.
Like another the open world Okay. Sorry, I had to get my rage out. It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad, and my
that's
rage is
understandable.
always justified.
Right. I get it. It's Star Wars.
It's Star Wars. It's the most important franchise on the planet.
It's Star Wars. Like, EA is the biggest thing to fuck Star Wars since The Last Jedi.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So what are they doing now?
There's another one in development. I think it might be the only one left at this point.
Okay, and what's that?
Remember at the last E3 during the EA press conference, and they talked to the dude in the crowd, and he's like, "Here's the name of the game, something about the Jedi."
I don't remember that. No.
Well, it's that game.
It's that game. Okay. All right. Is that called like what? Like the last Star Wars?
Something about Jedi Order. It's fallen. The bad. It's dark now. It's done. The Jedi Order is done for.
It's kind of a long title.
Yeah, I think it's pretty close though.
Okay.
I could look it up, but I don't want to.
All right.
Next news story.
Let's get it.
Metroid Prime. You ever heard of it?
Yeah. It's a good game.
Yeah, it's pretty okay.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 announced in like 2016, maybe 15, 16, 17. Announced recently that the people making the game, they came out and said, "Hey, we got to scrap this."
And who's making that game? Was that Activision?
It was Nintendo.
No.
I think it was.
No. Metroid Prime?
Yeah.
No, there's no way that's Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't make... Like, they make games for kids.
Right. I think you're right.
Yeah, so it couldn't have been Nintendo. We'll have to look that up.
Either way, new studios working on it.
Okay.
Retro Studios.
Now that sounds familiar.
Retro Studios, the ones who worked on the Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze games.
Okay.
Also previously worked on Metroid Prime.
Okay, great. So they were making real games. They went to make kid games, and now they're making real games.
Yeah, now they're back to making real games. Not too much to say here other than we're gonna keep waiting a long ass time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably gonna be a good game though.
Yeah, probably.
I always make character Samus. I thought he was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he like looks kind of weird. Like, have you seen like in the cutscenes and stuff?
I didn't watch the cutscenes.
Right.
It just didn't seem like a good story,
Yeah.
and like I just really like the shooting.
Yeah, other M. Who even knows what that game is? Huh?
I don't. I never owned a Wii, so.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which Metroid Prime games did you play?
I played Metroid Prime 1. I think 1 through 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like with the spin-offs and stuff, there's I think there was about 6.
There's about 6. Yeah, there was one of them that was on the PS3. and I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was Metroid Prime Federation Force
On the PS3.
on the PS3.
Yeah, I'm not. I could like look it up, but yeah, it probably ended up on the PS3 at some point.
Yeah, for sure. I played that one. That one's okay.
Yeah, they're all pretty okay. They have like Samus has a gun, like his arm's a gun,
Yeah. No, he's a really cool protagonist. Yeah.
and I think it's
Yeah, I think we need more protagonists like that, honestly.
yeah.
Like ones that really I feel like represent us as gamers and that we can be in the suit, with Samus.
Yeah. I think we all want to be in the suit with Samus.
I agree, yeah. I think that I would just really want to be in Samus's shoes. Get all the
Yeah,
ladies.
just like the space boots.
Space
like the high
boots.
jump space boots.
Yeah, and just like, firing all the lasers.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah. I think so too. I'm sure Retro's gonna do a great job with it.
All right, we're rooting for you, Metro Studios.
Yeah, that's pretty close. All right, okay. That's about all I have for the news stories this week. Anything else that you heard in the world of news or anything like that?
Well, okay, so this is just a rumor,
Okay.
but apparently someone ripped me off.
Oh my God.
Someone basically copied The Last Gun and put it on the store, and it's getting some copies sold.
Oh my God.
And
What's the
I'm
name?
trying to figure that out. No huge news at the moment, but just,
Let's get some details. What's it called?
Well, apparently they called it The Last Bun.
Bun. That like rhymes.
That rhymes, and it's like it really undermines the whole point of the game, which is the last gun.
I think guns are really important.
Right. And so I'm trying to figure it out. So I'll keep you all updated. I want to make sure to catch this criminal and make sure they go to prison.
Yeah, I think when you copy a game like that, you need to go to jail.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm working on that. I'm trying. I can't really get a lawyer right now.
Yeah.
But I do think that this person's definitely. I'm going to see them in court.
I'll also do my own investigating as much as I can.
Thank you. I
think
do appreciate
that's
that.
my role as a journalist, I think, is to be there. I'll always be there for the good game developers.
For the developers, yeah.
Yeah. I have to be there for them.
Yeah. So, buyers beware. Make sure when you are buying The Last Gun, it's The Last Gun and not The Last Bun. Remember, it's got lots of shooting in it. It's got a good story, got a really good protagonist.
And if all of our listeners could help us out and please review bomb the Last Bun.
That would be great, actually, if you could go ahead and just leave all the thumbs down, all the bad comments.
Yeah. And make sure that you let them know that they copied.
Yeah.
And to go buy The Last Gun.
So, do whatever you can, insult them, raid them, dox them, whatever you can do. That would just be
I think
really
I think
helpful.
any measures in this case are justified.
I think that would be justified because honestly, if I think of like the worst thing you could do to a person, it's copy their work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right.
that's all my news.
All right. Thanks for that hot scoop, Brandon.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely give us any updates next week as they happen. All right. Getting close to wrapping up here. Don't have much in terms of reader mail yet, but we do have a video submission from YouTube user Alien Mask Productions, and I think I'm going to play a clip for you. I think this clip is going to kind of speak for itself.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to play it for you, and just let me know what you think.
All right.
Too, these Twitch girls that are like stealing all of our views. We are the gaming nation. It is not fair that these vloggers and all these other types, like sketch comedians or something, gamer nation rise up! Woohoo! Yeah!
Okay.
Gamers rise up! Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah!
I think that about sums up what the video is going for there.
So he's saying gamers rise up.
Yeah.
against sketch comedians.
Yeah, just people who are just like kind of appropriating our culture.
Okay, right.
Yeah, and I think gamers really need to stand up against this. Is kind of what I think this our submitter was saying.
Yeah, because really we're really being, I think, assaulted by the rest of the world.
Yeah,
Because I've talked about this a little bit before, but gaming is like a sacred, special place for all the gamers out there.
yeah,
And for all the gamers out there who didn't have anything but games, we need to protect that. We need to protect it from everyone who would encroach on it, for anyone who would want to change it, from anyone who would want to be a part of it who's not a real gamer. I mean, it's time to ring the bells, bring out the militia. We have to rise up. That kid's right. We have to rise up.
yeah.
All the gamers have to rise up.
Wow.
So what can we do to rise up?
Just make our voices heard, I think.
I think make our voices heard. I think Reddit is a really good place to do that.
Yeah. Gaming forums, like maybe like a 4chan.
Yeah, that's a really good place. Just advocacy, free speech. I think these are all really important things.
Yeah.
And I think that gamers need to come together.
Wow, Brandon, that's such a powerful message. Thanks for sharing with us. And with that, I think that's about all we have for this week. Definitely make sure follow us on Twitter. Keep up with our goings on week to week. You can follow me at Iced Creams. That's Iced Creams. And Brandon, where can we follow you?
You can follow me at Gumball Genesis. That's GUMBALLGENESIS. You can tell it's me because my avatar is this little pink guy that I found on the internet.
Nice.
I assume it's from a real game.
Yeah. Hopefully, I don't imagine any like pink puffs would be in like some kitties.
Well, I think it's like a commentary on
yeah,
kitty games.
right.
Because he looks like he's got a really tough look on his face.
Yeah.
And like I don't think you would put that in a kid's game.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we need to talk about before we wrap this right up?
I don't think so. I guess I would just say subscribe to my Patreon so I can finish making my game. You can find my Patreon at patreon.com/Brandon Harrison. Brandon Harris was taken, so I did Harrison. Except for it was supposed to be Harris Son. Like my name's Harris Son, but they didn't have. They couldn't put in a comment,
clever.
so it just looks like my name's Brandon Harris, not Brandon Harrison. But just that's what it's under.
Yeah.
I'm appealing with Patreon, but they haven't responded to my emails.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm sure they have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for listening. This has been a great first episode of our podcast for the gamers. Thank you so much for listening, and we're signing off.
I love my bro in my sweat.